hope everyone is doing well. To those that do not know me, my name is Hiba. If you're new to my channel is a DIY, kind of positive vibes, creative abyss of happiness and love. That doesn't really make sense, but it's just a really creative kind of DIY, fun, upbeat channel. So welcome, and today we are basically going to be making something that I've made in a previous video, but I got a lot of comments that the video was too fast. So we're making, as you probably guessed from the title, smudge sticks, and these are all the different colours I've made, the different designs. How freaking beautiful are they? You don't even want to burn them because they're so nice. And oh, it dropped so many petals on my bed. They're so freaking pretty, right? So I've shown how to make these before, but lots of people were saying I was filming it too fast, and to be honest with you, I didn't realise that video would get that many views, and it's always the ones that I don't think are going to get views that end up getting lots and lots of views, and then I'm like, dang it, I wish I just filmed that a bit better. So here we are. I actually filmed the video that you're about to watch at the beginning of the pandemic, which was literally like 6-7 months ago. So I'm refilming the intro and stuff because I didn't think it was good enough. I think that it was right at the beginning of the pandemic and I was a bit stress head. So, and I was trying to force myself to be productive. So now I am in a good, high vibrational, vibey kind of place. I thought I owed it to myself to refilm it. So these beautiful things are perfect for your home, perfect for gifts, perfect for any sort of practices you have. These ones have, so we've got some white sage, we've got different types of sage here. We've got the ones with the bigger leaves and the smaller leaves. I do not know the name difference. And then we've got white, peachy, yellowy roses. We've got orangey, corals and pinks. We've got rosemary. It's really wonderful, to be honest with you. So, oh, and we've got healing crystals on the bottom of these ones. Quartz crystals. So you're going to see how to make these today, and I'm going to put the footage that I had filmed a few months ago, and oh my gosh, my memory card was playing up, so it's lots of little bits, so it's going to take me a while to edit that, but I am going to fit that into this middle point, and you're basically going to see how these are made, my friends. And I think we should get straight to it, right? Okay, so here is the herbs and plants that I am putting into the smudge stick. So there's some white sage, which I bought pre-dried. I just got a giant smudge stick wand and separated it. And then the pine leaves are from a tree in my garden. And then I got roses also I got them from the supermarket. And then lavender I got online, which you can find on eBay or Amazon. I'll try and put a link in the information. So as you can see, I'm just trimming them so they're all a similar length. And now, once I have quite like a nice big bunch, I'm measuring up some cotton string. Just this embroidery string, like it's very common, the most common embroidery string, that's what I use. Seems to be quite like pure and clean and doesn't smell weird or anything when you burn it. So I've put the bunch in the middle, the center part of my string. I did do quite long string really. I don't know the exact measurement. I actually used my table to measure, so I did like 6 lengths of my table. So yeah, and then I just tightly bunched the bottom part with string. I just kept wrapping it around, and I added a bay leaf for an extra touch. The bay leaves also grow in my back garden, and bay leaves are good for manifestation, abundance. So when you burn it and you think about what you want to manifest, that brings that into your life. And so now, as you can see, I'm crisscross wrapping. I got a few comments on my last video that it was too fast, so I'm really hoping this isn't too fast for you guys now. As you can see, I crisscrossed it all the way up. I had to be quite gentle because the flowers are a bit too dry. It's better to probably wrap less dry plants. This is different to my original video because my original video was mainly rosemary. So I do have a bit of rosemary in there, but I have like quite a lot of pine. So I got one of the roses and I just took the petals off, and I'm slowly like building up the petals on the bunch, and now I'm crisscrossing the string back down again and adding petal after petal. And you can just try and fit in as many petals as possible, because it's so pretty and colourful and just looks so nice. And like, instead of wasting the rose petals, just try and add as many as possible. You can see that I'm really struggling here because the petals were too dry, therefore the string can kind of tear the petals when they're too dry. They're just too brittle, but it seems to be working, and I'm crisscrossing it all the way down. Like I said, I hope this isn't too fast for you guys, and you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. It's just constant building it up and then crisscrossing it back down. So I'm pretty much done with that, and then when you get to the bottom, you wrap quite tight, not too tight that you snap anything, but quite tight, yeah, so that it just gets held in place. The great thing about wrapping quite dry plants is they're not going to shrink after you've tied them. If the plants are too fresh, you'll notice that they shrink and then the string becomes loose. So this will be a nice tight smudge stick, and it looks so freaking pretty. Look at the yellowness of the petals. So for this video, I'm actually adding an extra touch. I'm adding a quartz crystal, the quartz crystal is known as a master healer. It's a very high energy, beautiful crystal, and it will add that extra magical touch. So I just wrapped the string around the crystal to start off with. Then I placed it on to the bunch, and then I wrapped tightly around the whole crystal. As you can see, I used a separate string to the string I used for the bunch. That's very important, so you can just add that extra strong foundation. And that is done. Just trim off any loose strings, and that is your smudge stick. Just love that. So I'm going to show you guys another one. So I've got rosemary and pine again. And then I've got my pink roses, which were also a bit too dry, but hey, gotta make do with what you can. And actually these did turn out absolutely fine, just made it a bit more difficult. As you can see, I'm separating the big bunch of white sage. I really like this white sage. The leaves are really little. I think there's different species of white sage. I don't know the names though, but this one's a bit different to ones I've used in the past. And it smells lovely. So I am just bunching it up till it's quite like bulky, and you can decide how much you want of each thing. I do like to add quite a lot of white sage because I personally do like the smell and I like the healing properties of white sage, but just kind of pick out what you like the smell of, really. All of these plants have their own various healing properties and magical properties. So as you can see, I'm using the table to measure the string again, and then you put the bunch in the middle of the string that you cut, and then you wrap the bottom part of your smudge stick so that it's really tight and holds into place, so that you can really, you know, have fun with your smudge stick without worrying about everything kind of falling apart, because you have that tight hold at the bottom. And now I'm just bulking it up, adding extra herbs, and I'm going to start crisscrossing, alternating each side and crisscrossing all the way up the bunch. Just cross over, you know, it's just go all the way up. There's no like set way you have to do it, it just has to be strong, and I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out even if you don't do it exactly like me. And I'm just adding more plants at the top, and then now I'm starting on adding the rose petals again, and I'm just going to really bulk up as many as possible, hold them in place, crisscross back down, and just add more and more petals down as you go along. I just really love how pretty these smudge sticks look, and they're so fun to do. It's so therapeutic to just do this in your home, you know. You can just like make lots of them. You make them for yourself, you can make them for gifts, you can make them for your Etsy shop and sell them, and just make some money for yourself as well, whilst also making people happy and making their homes have a good energy. So it's a win-win all round. I'm trying to use up all of the rose petals. I try and minimize waste as much as possible. So yeah, that is done. So there was a loose rose petal, so I just added that at the bottom, and I'm just going to wrap as tight as possible, but not too tight where it would like damage anything. And then I'm going to basically, once I wrapped it all the way around, and you can just wrap it until the string really runs out, then tie that up.
Oh, I used a different technique with this. I used the exact same string to put the kyanite crystal on. So you can do that technique as well. Kyanite is really good for centering your chakras. As you can see, I am now trimming them down so they're super neat at the bottom, just an extra touch. This is one that I've made before, kind of like dusty, antique-y colours. And we are done, you guys. These are the two that I made, and I love the way they look.
So that is it, everyone. That is how you make the dried smudge sticks, and I really hope that video is a bit clearer than the previous one. I'm going to probably let everyone know from the previous video who commented saying that it wasn't clear, that now they've got a clear version. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Obviously, I really want to build this community. It really helps me, but also in turn, I want to create more videos for you guys. So if you do like it, I'd like to know so that I know what direction to go in, you know. And yeah, so also just enjoy your smudge sticks. I don't really know where I was going with that. Oh my gosh, do you ever feel like your brain just goes empty and it's in brain frazzle?
But yeah, just keep these as decoration or burn them. You don't need to do anything specific with it. I feel like the energy of these things, like they have energy with them whether you burn them or not, so it would even look cute on my little side table there. And that's it. I think
if you just really like this video and stuff, then just tell me and maybe I can do more stuff. Let me let me know if you have any more questions about the smudge sticks as well, and leave it in the comments and I will answer it. If I don't answer it, it means I genuinely didn't see, but I probably will see it eventually and then answer, because I like to answer to each and every single human on this. So sending you so much love, you guys, and I really hope to see you at my next video. Mwah, mwah. Take care.